Hi everyone, this is Osiris with Ankh Entertainment, Stones and the Color of Rare, and the Culver City News. We have the wonderful pleasure this afternoon of being at Cal State University Northridge in the Northridge Center, and we are with Brandon Schmelter, Bobby Schmelter, and Kristen Schmelter. All three of them, actually Brandon and your brother Jared are doing, are having today an ICE Urban Combat Martial Arts instructional content seminar. And so Brandon, both Brandon and his father Bobby have to go back and instruct, so we're going to be short but involved. And so Brandon, what I want to know from you is, how did you get into martial arts? Tell us about ICE and why we should be a part of ICE.
Okay, so I got into martial arts thanks to the gentleman to my right, my father. He got me and my brother Jared involved really young at the age of 4. Started us with boxing and then got us into all kinds of stuff. ICE was sort of a creation or a spin-off of what we did with our local martial arts school. My brother Jared and I took it and we brought it global because we had a demand, all over the world, anywhere English speaking, where people wanted to learn our stuff, can't come here, so we created online videos. And then that led to the possibility of doing seminars like this where we have members all over in varying cities, and we go and we work hands-on with them with the program. Now, ICE is unlike anything else, and the reason is because we don't believe in self-defense, okay? Self-defense is how you get killed. Self-defense makes you the victim. We don't believe in that. We want to take the initiative immediately. We turn the attacker into the attacked. We hunt the hunter. That's the point. And it doesn't mean to go pick fights, because sometimes we get people thinking that's what we're talking about. But it means you've got to take the immediate initiative and be explosive and be quick and be efficient and end it in 5 seconds or less. And if you can't do that, you're rolling the dice in the streets. That's our motto.
Okay, and then Bobby, Brandon said that it's because of you that he was inspired to do ICE and his brother Jared. And so I want to know, how long has your background been in martial arts? What led you to inspire them to do martial arts? It had to come from somewhere, so let's start with you.
Actually, my father was a boxer, Golden Gloves boxer. So when I was 4 years old, growing up on the East Coast, I basically had no choice but to get into boxing.
Where in the East Coast?
New York.
There you go.
Long Island, New York.
All right.
So that's where I first learned. So I did that for years, and then as I got to be an older child, in my young teens, I got into various martial arts. Judo. I trained in judo for years. I've trained in about 8 different martial arts throughout my career, and just stayed with it ever since. And I loved it so much. I decided I had to teach it. And the more I got into the martial arts throughout the years, the beauty of of my career is that I was able to, because I trained in various arts, I learned what works, what doesn't work, what works in the street, what doesn't work in the street, what is aggressive, what is passive, as Brandon mentioned earlier. The beauty of what I was able to pass on to our kids, all 4 of them, is the idea that the best defense is a good offense, as Brandon mentioned already. So that is the key to any actual reality-based self-defense program. So and so that's kind of my history. And when they were about 4 years old, Brandon and Jared maybe even a little younger, they just had no choice. They had to train in the martial arts because, to me, as a parent growing up that way myself, I would have felt really like I let my kids down if I did not make them do that. Because if anything ever happened to them, I couldn't live with it. So basically, they had no choice.
And the great thing is the kind of discipline that you have been able to inspire and to assist your young sons with doing, because a lot of young boys need the kind of self-discipline that comes along with participating and practicing a form of martial arts. Wouldn't you say so?
Absolutely, no question about it. In fact, all 4 of our kids always had the option. We always told them, you can try any other sport, any sport you want, any other activity. This is the one thing you will have to do, because it is not only pure self-defense, It is a way to protect yourself for the rest of your life. But it is also an excellent, as you mentioned, excellent self-disciplinary tool. It's just awesome. Not only that, as you can see, Brandon speaks very well because
Yes.
in our martial arts training, you are made to get out there not just in a large group, but as you become an advanced student and you start assisting the teacher, you're out there in front of people and you get used to, not only do you build confidence in your skill, you get an inner self-confidence overall in dealing with people and dealing with any conflict, any situation. So it's all around an awesome thing for kids, for anybody of any age. The other benefit to martial arts is the idea of goal setting. And that's another reason as a parent why I wanted them to do it, because they learn that hard work is what pays off. Hard work, hard training is what pays off. Goal setting, and you work hard to achieve the goals, and they have done that.
And that leads us into our final question, because I know you have to go, which is where we bring in Miss Kristen. Kristen, now I know that you are not a part of ICE. I know that your family is a part of ICE, but as a female, why do you think that ICE would be the kind of program, the kind of seminar that a young woman should invest some time and some research into?
Well, the reason I believe in, the reason ICE and my dad have always believed is that women are, in terms of learning self-defense, they're treated as the victim. And that is not beneficial. To be treated as a victim already puts you down here.
Okay.
And makes you more vulnerable. Same as with a man, like they're talking about. They're not talking about just men, they're talking about people in general. You need, the best defense is to have a strong offense. And you have to take an initiative. If women don't have that initiative, they're making themselves a victim. So if you learn as much as possible on if you get as many tools as possible on fighting and taking the initiative and not treating yourself as a victim. By training like this, you're not going to believe that you're the victim. You're going to have a confidence that most women don't have and they're not trained to have.
And how long have you been practicing martial arts?
Same thing. I started at the age of 4.
Oh, and are there other girls, or is it just the boys and a girl? He said 4 kids.
Three boys and me.
Oh my gosh, so you must be quite spoiled, huh?
I'd like to think so, but it didn't work out that way.
So what have you been able to actually use martial arts in a situation in your training?
In terms of like real life?
Yeah, have you ever had to use martial arts?
When I was younger as a kid, yes, but as an adult I've been fortunate enough to not have to use it, and a part of that is because of the knowledge, thanks to my upbringing.
Yeah, and the great training that your father and your brothers have provided to you to curtail getting yourself involved in situations where you have to really go at it with someone.
Awareness is first.
Yeah, well, it's been a great pleasure talking to all of you, and I feel so fortunate that we could grab you at least for a few moments of your time. I know you guys are all teaching and doing various things in the ICE seminar today, but what I want you to do is I want you to give the website of ICE. I want you to give if they have any social media network information. So I know it's fightwithice.com,
Yeah.
and then it's /combat, and then you can also hold a t-shirt up and show us your t-shirt.
Here's one of our
Let us get the front and the back. There you go. And can I see the back?
Right on the side.
If we could see the back, that's excellent. If you could hold it up a little higher for us, and you could higher. Okay, you see the fightwithice.com is the website. Do you have any email addresses, any Twitter accounts anybody wants to yell out?
On Facebook, Brandon Jared.
Okay.
You can follow them. You can follow Brandon Schmelter on Facebook. You can follow Jared Schmelter.
Okay, and then with Twitter, do they have any Twitters?
Not that I'm
We
aware
can just tweet about Fight on Ice, the combat. We are here live with Cover City News, talking to Kristen Schmelter, and who's very beautiful and has the brightest, beautiful smile I've seen in a while. And we are signing off at the Cover City News. Come out, everybody. The seminar is also tomorrow. It's going from 12 to 3:30
Yes.
with a 4 o'clock refreshment, I believe, that they're going to provide, where you get a chance to speak to the instructors and become a part of the Fight with ICE combat being held here at the Northridge Center at Cal State University, Northridge. That's us. Thank you. Peace out.